Hey guys, John with here for JM Sports 100 and JMSports.org. How is it going? I am here to make picks for January 2nd, 2012. That's kind of weird to say, but happy 2012 to you. Nonetheless, we are here on what is scheduled to be the eve of the debut of the JM Sports Show. That's right, it's supposed to debut on the night of January 2nd. We'll see. Hopefully all goes according to plan. We have NBA picks to make. Your return to college basketball after that's taking a few days off once again. Several bowl games to make, including some very, very good matchups and very, very excited for some. Definitely three of the games I'm most excited for this bowl season. Um, and also NBA picks as well. Let's get to it. We're going to kick things off with um, I was going to kick things off with the bowl games. I think I still will. So let's get going with the bowl games. And first of all, let's take a look at our bowl record and how we have been faring the last couple of days. We've fared pretty well and extended the record pretty well. Since December 29th, in the order that has happened, we've went 1-1, 4-0, and 4-1. 17-6 is our bowl record for the year. 27-9 is our bowl record overall. So there you go. We were 10-3 coming into doing this season. We have the Ticket City Bowl, the Outback Bowl, the Capital One Bowl, the TaxSlayer.com Gator Bowl, the Rose Bowl game presented by Vizio, and the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, all taking place on January 2nd, and several good matchups in there. Let's talk about those right now. Let's kick things off at noon Eastern Time on ESPNU and ESPN3, the Ticket City Bowl. Number 19 Houston takes on number 22 Penn State. I'm going to go with Houston here, and I'll tell you why. I don't like the way Penn State's going. I think Penn State school, after everything with Jerry Sandusky and Paterno being fired on, so I think they're on their way out. Plus, after that fight in the locker room with his receiver, Matt McGloin is not going to go. He is not going to play for Penn State. I think that's going to hurt them. They're used to having McGloin in there. I'm going to go with Houston. Next up at 1 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN, ESPN 3D, and ESPN 3. By the way, Houston and Penn State can also be seen on ESPN 3. Anyway, we have the Capital One Bowl. Number 20 Nebraska takes on number 9 South Carolina. I am going to go with South Carolina. 1 o'clock Eastern Time as well on ABC is the Outback Bowl. Michigan State will take number 17 ranked Michigan State takes on number 16 ranked Georgia. I'm actually calling for the upset. I think Michigan State wins the Outback Bowl. At 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN2 and ESPN3, we have the TaxSlayer.com Gator Bowl. Interesting game here. Ohio State and Florida. Former Florida coach Urban Meyer will take over at Ohio State next year. He will not coach in this game, however. I do think Ohio State will beat Florida in the Gator Bowl. One of the games everyone's talking about, the game that I have a very vested interest in, of course, being from Wisconsin, the Rose Bowl. 5 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN and ESPN3. Wisconsin takes number 10 Wisconsin, number 5 Oregon. I'm going to go with Wisconsin, but be ready for a shootout. Good football game, I think. And to round out the night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN and ESPN 3, we have number 4 Stanford, number 3 Oklahoma State. Another shootout. Two great players. Brandon Weeden goes up against really was slated to be the first overall pick in Andrew Luck. He's pretty much probably going to go to the Colts. That was there today. Speaking of which, I forgot to do something. Speaking of the Colts, but I'll get to that in just a second. I am going to go with Oklahoma State. Thought about going Stanford, but I think I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. I think they just have way too many weapons for Stanford to deal with. And the thing that I mentioned that I forgot to do, the NFL week took place tonight and wrapped up today, the final week of the regular season, and a good week it was for us. We went 11-5 in the final week, and we finished the season 161-91. We are now lifetime. We are 300th win. We are 300 and 180. For the first time ever, I will be picking the playoffs, starting with a wild card weekend next weekend. I'll talk about the playoffs throughout the week on the JM Sports Show. And if that doesn't take off, then I'll just talk about it in separate videos. I'm sure that was really attractive. I apologize. So yeah, that's how I will do that. Let's get this out of here because we don't need it anymore. Let's get this out of here because we don't need it anymore. And let's get this out of here because we don't need that anymore either. Okay. Next up, what do we got going on here? I think I just took something out, but I didn't mean to. I did. That's alright. Nope, no I didn't. We're okay. NBA picks is where we're going to go next. I apologize for the losing my mind a little bit here. NBA picks were made in one video over the weekend. We did miss one day, which I already said I was not going to do, but we did miss a day. Nonetheless, we missed on the 30th, so on the 29th we went 4-2, on the 31st we went 5-2, and I didn't, did I not, do, we went, oh, I hate when my website does that. Alright, 6-3 is what we did on January 1st, 32 wins, 20 losses, 549 wins, 314 losses lifetime. Alright, let's take a look at this right now and get this done and over with in the NBA for Monday. And that looks like this. Golden State and Phoenix, give me the Suns. Washington and Boston, give me the Celtics. Orlando and Detroit, give me the Magic. Atlanta and Miami, give me the Heat. Indiana, New Jersey, give me the Pacers. Toronto and New York, give me the Knicks to beat the Raptors. San Antonio, Minnesota, give me the Spurs to beat the Timberwolves. Oklahoma City and Dallas, give me Oklahoma City to beat Dallas, and Dallas drops to 1-5 in my estimation. Milwaukee and Denver, give me the Bucks beat the Nuggets, but I'm shaky there. And New Orleans takes on Utah. Give me the Jazz to beat the Hornets. But yikes, I don't feel good about that one at all. Okay. And finally, in college basketball, we have not picked since December 29th. Took a few days off there. Went 9-4, having a good year so far. 165 wins, 33 losses, 467, and one. What was that? 140 lifetime. Okay. Two top 25 games take place on Monday, and I'm calling upsets of both of them. 7 o'clock Eastern Time, ESPNU. Texas A&M takes on number 7 Baylor. I tried to upset in both of them, so it's going to be Texas A&M. Also 7 o'clock Eastern Time, ESPN 3 and ESPN Full Court. Number 24 Virginia takes on LSU. I'm going to go LSU. Alrighty, I'm not going to do times for the rest of these. The rest of these are just ESPN 3 games. And they're just the rest of the Division 1 games right in ESPN 3. Rhode Island and Boston College, give me Boston College. Old Dominion and James Madison, give me James Madison. Wofford and Wake Forest, give me Wake Forest. Chattanooga and Tennessee, give me Tennessee. And last but not least, UNC Greensboro, University of North Carolina Greensboro takes on Miami, Florida. The Miami Hurricanes, give me the Canes. Alrighty, so kind of a messy video, not that great, but whatever, gets the job done. I need to go make sure that my website didn't save it. The way my NBA actually sits on the website right now is wrong. My website, for whatever reason, when I publish it, it screws up sometimes, but it fixes itself later, so hopefully it does that. I'm out. Stay tuned. Possibly JM Sports tonight, possibly not. Probably. Hope so. I gotta get some motivation to do it, guys. To be honest, my views have been so low on these YouTube videos right now that I don't have the motivation right now to do it. But if I had the motivation, then I'll do it. And if I get views on this video, I'll do it. So if I don't have any views on this video, if I only have 1, 2, 3, I might not do it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm John Lopez for JM Sports London and JMSports.org. I don't know. Peace.